Absolutely. Actually, I had one of the biggest resources I've used since joining the board was reaching out to some of my friends from TFA. A lot of them actually stayed in teaching. They're principals, coaches, they're in cabinet in different states, and picking their brains for just advice as to programs. This is what Bridgeport's considering. It's been very helpful to just reach out and learn what other states and what other organizations are doing, as well as utilizing the network here in Connecticut, because I'm part of CAPE.
We have a few people that are waiting to talk with you. We're going to be right back. Christine Baptiste-Perez, the chair of Board of Education of Bridgeport. Wayne Winston is with us as well. He'll get behind the mic, too, and I know that we're going to get to your calls, so stick around. 203-333-9422. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Lisa Wexler Show. We are here with Christine Baptiste-Perez from Bridgeport, the chair of the Board of Education. Anne from Branford is on the air. Hello, Anne. Anne, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, but let me try and just...
Anne, you need to turn your radio off, hon.
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Hi, Anne.
Yes, so my question is that as chair of the board, how do you define your relationship with your colleagues, especially your responsibility to all 9 members? And why is it that the audience sees partisan treatment? For example, the consistent use of the word asinine to describe behaviors of other members of the board.
Anne, were you there in the audience? Have you heard this yourself?
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank you.
I go to every meeting. Thank you.
You're from Branford, though, right?
Oh, yes, but I was a teacher for 25 years in the Bridgeport district.
Oh, excellent. Okay,
I'm very, yes.
Thank you. Sure. Go ahead, Christine. Answer. Go ahead. What's that about?
Well, unfortunately, due to some of the dysfunction on the board, there's been incidences where not only individual board members have put myself as well as the superintendent and our children in danger. And it's an unfortunate situation as I come to it as a professional, and I've been serving on this board for 3 years. And my only concern is about the student outcomes, because how are we going to prepare the next generation? And so when we have board members that have gone as flagrant as violating potentially federal laws in terms of an intimidation tactic, the situation as the superintendent explained that's happened to her, the vandalization on her property, and the stalking, I have also experienced that as well. And that's part of the reason why I've kept where my daughter goes to school secret, although individual board members have violated that. And it's almost like a catch-22. You violate FERPA, I can make a complaint to the federal government, but then that would cost federal dollars.
Why is everybody not rowing in the same direction? Shouldn't everybody on the Board of Ed want the same outcome? What am I missing?
You know what, Lisa?
I mean that. What am I missing?
I don't know why other people ran for the board. I know I ran to see a better Bridgeport. I know I ran so I could see students succeed. I know I ran because I believe that I was and I am the best candidate for the job. But when candidates or current board members put my family at risk, put the superintendent's family at risk, and then want to smile for a camera, is disingenuous. And then when we come before the public to have our meetings in public, it's only about the children and the business of the children. I've had board members come down on me after violating FERPA and then talk down on me. And, we had an off-air conversation about how Trump was circling Hillary. I've had those same board members as well as their family members threaten me. So it creates dysfunction. And where are the conversations about the children? Where's the conversations about the reports? It's all
about the outcome itself.
It's never about the outcome itself.
Let's go to Coach Brown from Bridgeport. Hello, Coach. Hi, Coach Brown.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. How are you?
I'm okay. You're on the air with Christine Baptiste Perez, the chair of the Bridgeport's Board of Ed. Hello.
Hey, Coach
Yes,
Brown, how are you?
Hey, Coach Brown.
Well, listen. I'm sitting here listening, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Lisa. I would love to be on your show. I have a lot to say too, but I'm a veteran. I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. I'm a coach. I'm a mentor. I'm an advocate. I don't get proper support in this city, so it brings tears in my eyes to see this Board of Ed arguing, fighting, calling out each other. It looks like it's 5 versus 4. There's no transparency. Nobody's innocent, because I've been sitting back watching this from a bird's eye view. I've been watching it for years. They made me feel uncomfortable. That's why I stopped coming to Board of Ed meetings a long time ago. It's almost like if you speak up for the injustices, they make you feel uncomfortable. I really hope all 9 of you, plus the superintendent, I never met her, I really hope y'all can get this together, because being a person on the outside looking in, this is hurtful, Lisa. This is hurtful, because I know parents that don't feel comfortable telling other teachers and administrators what's happening to their kids because they feel like they're going to get threatened. So it's much more. It's not much more than the Board of Ed. We got to get down to those schools and get down to those people that's teaching our young men and women. This is heartbreaking to hear something like this. People, kids are getting invested. Then I'm hearing about a situation on Monday. Racist things are being said. This has to stop. I really pray. And you know what? It makes me feel like a person that gave so much to my own city and youth and community to go somewhere else, take my talent somewhere else, because they're not appreciated here. Everybody knows about what I do and what I stand for, even Mrs. Perez.
Coach,
I don't get the full support.
your voice went out. You got to get either closer to the phone.
I apologize. Maybe it's the flip phone I got. But all I want to say is, I just hope everybody could come to one cause, because on the outside looking in, it looked like it's the superintendent, the chair, and the crew against Mr. Albert and the rest of the crew. Okay. And that's sad, because everybody's supposed to be for the youth, Miss Lisa.
I agree with you.
That's all I got to say.
I agree with you.
Just remember, when you think about having an organization, somebody that needs the help, Lisa, check on Coach Bell and see what I've been doing the last 20 years.
Okay,
and
Coach.
see the results I've been doing. Because I actually work with these young men and women, and I actually hear what these parents tell me. I actually hear what these parents been told at Board of Ed meetings for them not to come back, because their voice is not going to be heard. That's why I respect the movement that's happening. And the only reason things are happening because somebody's making noise and enough parents are speaking up. These parents need to know they got power.
Okay. Thank you,
They
Coach.
really do.
Thank you. Okay, Christine, what is your response?
I've met Coach Brown.
What does he coach? What sport?
Basketball.
Okay,
And
at the high school level?
well, he has all children's of all ages, boys and girls.
That's cool.
So I had a chance to meet them last year.
Okay.
I agree with what he's saying. The parents have power. I think with a lot of the inconsistencies, I've been on the board 3 years. This 3 years, 3 different superintendents. So a lot of inconsistencies, a lot of distrust. We need stability.
You need stability. So you can't. It's so bad that change can't happen overnight, and so you have to go with somebody with a vision, and give that person the resources, and then see if they can improve things. The constant instability is an enemy to a system that's failing.
As well as just some of the tactics that happen to try and run a superintendent out. I was like, that's going to create more instability. If this behavior does not change, think about what's going to happen to the children. I know Coach Brown didn't say it, but we had a loss in our city. And whenever I read in the news or in the paper...
What kind of a loss?
A young man was murdered of age in Bridgeport. And I look at it...
Of school age, you mean?
Yes, of school age. And I look at it as, what opportunities could we have done in the district to prevent our youth from going down troubled paths?
Mm-hmm.
Not saying this youth in particular was going down a troubled path, but what can we do to protect our youth, to save them, to make sure that they have the environment not only where they're safe, but where they have the ability to learn and grow and know
they can imagine a different future. Of course. Let's go to Leslie, also from Bridgeport. Leslie, you're on the air with Christine Baptiste Perez. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. Hi, my name is Leslie Caraballo. I'm a resident of Bridgeport, Connecticut.